I just don't get it. Why are some parents like this? How about we just pick normal names for our babies, because then we wouldn't have to ban them. Welcome back to the Not So Miserable News. If you cringe at human stupidity, then fear not, because we have plenty of that to go around. We'll also be looking at baseball crowds in South Korea that have been replaced by creepy cardboard cutouts. But first, we've got to talk about stupid people. 1 year after naming her child, a woman is now regretting the decision. A post appeared on Mumsnet this week from a mother who was ashamed to admit she's considering changing her almost 1-year-old daughter's name. She explained, "I loved earthy and nature names for girls, so after a couple weeks of deliberation, once she was born, we named her Sage." For those not aware, Sage is the UK government's advisory group for emergencies. And because people are frustrated by their handling of the last few months, the word Sage is no longer well received. And for that very reason, she's considering changing the name of her 1-year-old daughter. It's just a load of, Elon Musk and his partner Grimes also recently welcomed their first child together and named him, how do I say that? CIA12. I have no idea how the heck you're meant to say that, but apparently Musk's mother pronounces it as just X. Why can't you just name your children something normal like James or Sarah or Tom? Just something that will stop them from getting bullied at school. Well, believe it or not, there is a list of names that you cannot call your children under any circumstances, and believe me, they are ridiculous. Side note, these have been banned because people tried to go ahead and actually use them. I fear for humanity. Number 5. Fish and chips. This dish is special to me. It is a British classic, and that is why it makes talking about this very painful. Very, very painful. Many people in New Zealand have been inventive with baby names in recent years, and the country has had to ban loads, and it has been revealed that a court had to stop a couple from naming their twins Fish and Chips. Why on earth would you do that? Would you call your children Bangers and Mash? Would you call your triplets Full English Breakfast? That does sound tasty. You just wouldn't do it. Imagine the day that Fish gets married. How stupid is that gonna look? Don't call your children Fish and Chips. Number 4. Adolf Hitler. You don't hear of many kids called Adolf anymore, do you? And it kind of makes sense because he is widely considered to be one of the most evil people to ever walk on this earth. However, our next stupid people thought that Hitler was a little hard done by. In 2009, a couple tried to get a cake delivered with their child's name on, and the 9-year-old boy was called Adolf Hitler. This is miserable. Like, I need to change the name of this show. Oh, it's not good. Oh, no. American neo-Nazi Heath Campbell came to public attention over 10 years ago when that cake shop refused to carry out the order. His other children include Ava Braun and the ironically named Joyce Lynn Aryan Nation. Don't think that's a coincidence. Is it a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. If you're gonna pick a dictator, then don't pick Adolf Hitler. There's plenty more you could choose that wouldn't be as obvious. Stalin. Joseph Stalin. Joe's a great name, and it's a lot more subtle than Adolf. Moving on. Number 3. Berber 111116. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. How do I say it?
CCX mean PC, Sealm Perkst Vision Klong Skill 11,116.
I think I was close. This literally looks like spilt alphabet spaghetti or a destroyed Scrabble board. Sweden is well known for having strict naming laws, and in 1982, a bill was passed to prevent non-noble families from giving their children noble names. And in protest to that, a couple decided to call their children this. Not good. Apparently it's pronounced Albin. Albin. Even Albin's a little odd. It was flat out rejected, and rightly so. Some people just have a death wish, I swear. Number 2. Akuma. You may be thinking, Akuma Matata. What a wonderful phrase. No, because in Japanese, Akuma translates as devil. 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 In 1994, a couple in Tokyo thought it would be a fantastic idea to call their child Devil. And no, this is not a joke, this is deadly serious. There are parents out there who actually do this stuff. And ironically, the authorities in their town initially didn't have an issue with it. 2 months later, the incident came to the attention of the Prime Minister, and the government said they were worried the boy would be bullied horrifically. And they asked the couple to change the name. The two ministers agreed on one point, and I'm gonna quote this, because I don't want to get it wrong, because it's really, really philosophical. Devil is not a good name for a child. Crikey, we have some intellects over here. Oh, how about we call our child Satan? Oh, maybe not, that's not a good name to call your child. Well done. And finally, number 1. Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii. This is exhausting, to think this is real, but then you remember we've had fish and chips and Adolf Hitler, so nothing should surprise me anymore. Back in 2008, news emerged from New Zealand about a court that had decided that the naming of a 9-year-old girl as Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii was child abuse. Apparently the girl feared being mocked and abused. How sad is that? The judge said the court were profoundly concerned about the very poor judgment which this child's parent have shown in choosing the name. Why would you do that to your child? Why are people dumb? Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii's name has since been changed, and the case has been closed as well. And the one thing I've concluded from all this is that people like this should not be breeding. By the way, if you'd like to stay up to date with all the weird news coming out from across the globe, then hit that subscribe button to make sure you never miss out on any new videos, because you wouldn't want to do that. But next, we're going to South Korea. South Korea's baseball league has replaced real fans with cardboard ones, and it is one of the creepiest things you're going to see today. The decision came after the coronavirus pandemic put an end to supporters attending sports events. The league wanted to restart anyway, and obviously because players perform better when they're urged by a crowd, you have to try and find some way of compensating for the fact that there's none there. So what do you do when you can't have real fans in your stadium? You make pretend ones. Manchester City fans, take note. The NC Dinos wanted to find a way for the fans to still attend the game, so they decided to ask them to send in pictures of themselves or even their pets. It's really weird because they're just staring into your soul. Over 60 fans took part, which isn't awful, but it's not great either considering the size of the stadium. It's kind of sad because it is a sincere effort to try and make the experience as real as possible, but social media is ruthless. It doesn't care. Getting a home run would be so depressing. Home run! Yay! Yay! Ha ha ha! If you want more content like this, then be sure to hit one of the boxes either side of my face, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button by smashing my face right here. Don't literally smash my face because that would be painful. And I'll see you in the next episode of The Not So Miserable News. Bye-bye.